let's just start.
Yay!
Starting.
Hey! And just like that, here we are. Hi, everybody.
We bring the animation to you today.
Yes. Welcome to the Trove stream. Today is a little different.
Yes, we're taking over.
We're going to be showing off stuff, a little bit of stuff under the hood today. So today, actually, we're not going to go in the game. We're going to show off some stuff in Maya. Is everybody excited to see some Maya?
Woo! We
This is
see it every day. It's so
yeah.
exciting.
We stare at this every day. You can go over there
Yeah.
to the big Maya screen. Hey, look at this! It's a grid. It's Maya.
This is how it all begins.
Woo! Look at that, everybody. All right, so I figured first maybe we would just show off like a basic rig and how things are all hooked up and what the game sees and what we do.
Maybe before we jump into that, how did you start in animation, Ted?
Oh gosh.
I think some backstory.
Long time ago, yeah. So I went to school for it. Actually, I got into visual effects when I was really young, and I was a big fan of that stuff. So I went to school for animation and fell into games more than like visual effects because I play a lot of games.
I was gonna say, were you just playing a shit?
I was just playing a lot of games.
Excuse me.
a beep ton of games.
Beep ton of games.
And yeah, I went to school for it and got a job out of school animating Barney the Dinosaur. Was my first game. Yep. And then I eventually made it up to EA and did some James Bond games and things like that. And I'm over here.
Why is everybody's first game like an embarrassing kid's
Oh,
game?
it's like a rite of passage you gotta go through. I loved Barney the Dinosaur. That was a fun gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Actually.
Yeah. Same thing. Went to school for animation. Unlike you, though, I went into film. My first film was The Mask 2.
Yes!
So there you
it's
go.
It's like the Barney the Dinosaur
horrible.
equivalent of a movie.
And then I went on to Blue Sky, where I worked on Ice Age movies and Horton Hears a Who. And
Those were
then,
good.
like you, I just, on the side, played a crap ton of games and decided that's what I want to do. So
Yeah.
now I've been here
Barney.
for a while.
See,
Yeah.
Barney's popular. Yeah, everyone loves Barney. I was the Baby Bop animator.
Oh, man.
For all you Barney people. All right.
Cool.
So, cool. So, yeah, let's just open up a character. Do we have like a... these are a lot.
Yeah.
These are all the characters in the game. Plus mounts. There's a bunch of mounts in here. And companions are over
Those are all the
here.
pets.
Yeah. So we have different names for things in our local folder than what makes it out to the game. So
I
some
saw
of these
poop
are...
in there.
Oh, there's plenty of poop folders. So, I don't know. Let's open up like a Dino Tamer.
Dino Tamers are good. one.
Yeah. So, what we get usually is, boom, this character rigged, and see how it's all like 90 degrees, like his sash is out here, because that's how it's built.
Yep.
In our cube editor, and his scarf goes straight out and all that
He
stuff.
comes in windy.
Yeah, he's a windblown character. Oh, but we did do a neat little thing where we turned his legs. This is one character that has like a 45-degree angle legs, so we set that up in the Geo. And then
He's got actual knees.
Yeah, he does. He's got little Dino Tamer pants on.
Yeah.
So okay, so here's basically the hierarchy. I'm gonna hide the geometry. So we take that geometry in here, and we set up a skeleton for it. So that's what this is. All these green lines here are different bones connected. Oh, I'm gonna hit that Windows button because it's right next to my Alt button on this keyboard.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And then you can see down here. You can see these little nodes, these little floating nodes. I don't know if they show up on the screen. This is actually what the game attaches the geometry to. So we figure out where those are, and we put those little nodes in. It's awfully tedious. We name everything accordingly. All these names, so many names.
So those AP nodes you see are those
Yeah.
locators he's talking about. So if anybody here has modded before and you see those little pink blocks,
Yep.
that is essentially where the AP nodes
It's exactly
will be.
where they sit, yeah. And so you can see, like, here's the, like an AP foot. And then go down here, it's right there. And AP foot right, it's right there.
And then we have you'll see there's a visual effects.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
foot.
So like this one way out here is actually called VFX spawn. Every character gets it, and we can move it around in any animation to where the VFX have to spawn. So if it shoots a gun, it's usually at the tip of the gun or on the edge of the sword or something like that. Yeah, and then this thing way up here is what we attach your name to. It's called floater, I think.
Floater.
Oh no, that's the camera. The camera goes above floater. Yeah, we got a bunch of little technical nodes that go in here. Yeah. There's a VFX that goes on top of the head and all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, we get those skeleton joints in where we want them, and then we actually skin the Geo to each bone accordingly, and then we make a control rig for it here, This is a fancy one because it's one of our fancier characters. And we attach those control rigs to drive the bones. So yeah, like this is the thing that drives the floater node around. It's connected to it. This, obviously drives the head around. And the cool thing about a rig like this is we can have little helpers. So like say we want to turn the chest, but we don't want to turn the head. So by default, it's turned on where the head follows the chest. But if we go in here, we turn on global orient, boom.
It'll always face forward.
Yeah, it always faces forward. So that saves us a lot of animation time. And we have the same thing here. We have inverse schematics going on with the hand and the shoulder.
The orient constraint's really good with rigs, which we don't have, but that have eyeballs usually.
Some of our rigs have eyeballs.
Do they?
You've animated, I think, the only rig with the eyeballs. The
well,
Prophet.
yeah, but they don't necessarily have to follow a target.
Right.
Like in film, a lot of times you would have that orient for the eyes. So no matter where, he'd be looking at you. So you could adjust the animation without adjusting the expressions.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the rig, and then of course we'll if we have to pose anything diagonally, like the sash sits on the character like this kind of. We do all that in the posing and all that in the animation. So I guess I can load up some animation files and see what this guy does. So a typical player character is going to have all these mount animations, and these are all the different.
A lot, you guys.
Yeah, she does a lot of these mount animations. Every different stance on a mount. So ball mounts, gliding is all here too. Sit. This is all really exciting.
Standing
Directory
style.
structure stream.
Well, I don't think people realize how much work goes into something as simple as a dance or a new mount. When we create a new mount that has a new style of sitting on it, for example,
every single player character would need all of those
all
poses.
this.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's a lot.
Yep.
And it's fun.
Fishing stuff. It's fun. So we've built out this sort of list of animations that everything needs. Obviously, the NPCs in the game aren't that complex, but they're still pretty complex. But here we have just the regular resting idle, the Dino Tamer.
Pretty mellow.
Pretty mellow. Yeah.
It's more of just a keep alive.
Yeah, just to make sure that they're breathing and they look alive. You pretty much only ever see it from here. Does that look familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's that. I guess we can show off.
Well, we can kind of explain how the bones work a little bit more at the graph editor.
Sure.
So a lot of people, I'm gonna totally say it. My mom and her friends all think I draw on the computer.
Yeah.
We laugh at that because it's not drawing on the computer. Basically, he pointed out the bones. It's like a puppet, like a puppeteer in 3D space. And what he's showing you right now is the graph editor. So each bone, each little green nug that you saw, is it was probably the wrong term.
Green controller.
Green controller.
She calls things nuggets and poop all the time.
I do. Sorry.
We're used to it.
But I didn't mean it to sound. Anyway, so you'll notice that each one of these bones has an X, Y, Z coordinate, and so you literally
rotate.
Yeah, you literally will key each one of those when you want it to move.
Yeah, so he's got this subtle bounce up and down as he breathes, and you can see that's right here.
So that's your translate Y going.
It's the Y value going up and down. If I want to exaggerate that for you, you can see what it'll do. I'll make him. This keyboard is a little weird. Yeah, I'll make him dip down lower. So see. Yeah.
Now he's super ready.
Yeah.
He looks like he has to pee. But...
He kind of does. Really ready to go. Yeah, so we wind up doing a lot of our keyframe animation. We'll go through and we'll pose it and set these keys along the timeline, and then go into the graph editor here and clean it up and make it loop properly, because a lot of the animations in the game need to loop seamlessly.
Yeah, so as an example for that, if you wanted to do a melee, you would base it off the idle aggro, and you want to make sure that the ending pose and the beginning pose will seamlessly blend with that.
Yeah, I can show off. I actually have Granny working here too. Here's the run. It's a little more fun, a little more action happening. Yeah. Loop, loop. And yeah, so here's a look at some of these curves. The scarves, these are a little more complex because they're moving around.
One thing. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
You go.
You go ahead.
One thing to kind of point out is that the animation in our game specifically is 30 frames per second, and film it's 24. So you see right now the timeline is at 18. That's not even a second's worth of animation.
Yeah. It all happens so fast.
It does. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But a lot of we do squash and stretch, which is one of the principles of animation. That usually happens over the course of just 1 frame, 2 frames, which is like a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
And it's really a lot of back and forth and making sure it feels good.
It's really subtle, but you guys can probably notice it and pick it out and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can show off another thing that we use sometimes. What I'm named for in the game is the dope sheet editor, which I don't know if you use too much, but I use it quite a bit. Here we go. And it's good for like just managing all the keys in the scene. So these, I just selected all the nodes that are animatable. Well, most of them. Hit the all button. There, that's even more. Kind of looks like a player piano scroll. Player piano.
Yeah.
Where you can see the timeline here, and each little tick is where there's a key. And you can actually select, individual things, like so you can offset them and slide them around, like the twist or whatever. Or you can select all the keys in the scene and move those around. Or you can even like, let's say we want the scene to go twice as fast, so I'm going to multiply everything by 0.5. And now we have a 9-frame. Like, let me set this slider over here. Now he's going to run twice as fast. Woo! He's got to go where he's going. Now he looks like he has to go to the bathroom. So yeah, we have all sorts of little tools and windows in Maya to help aid the animation. And then, should I show Granny right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Let's just show the character in Granny. So this is basically the go-between.
Yeah.
Between the game and our animations. So I'm going to load the Dino Tamer in Granny, and this sort of gets you an idea. We put these little things in here to test, like, is it mounted or not, and we can switch through all the mount poses right here. There's the dance mount pose, and there's some gliding stuff.
Oh, we have a dance mount
We
pose.
we do, on the dance pads. You can change the pitch and roll here and make sure it's all hooked up right. But to see, like, how it's really hooked up
This is the not fun part.
Yeah, this is kind of... Each character is a series of tubes.
Yeah.
We have the input here from the game, so this is what tells like movement speed and whether they're mounted or whatever. This is like all the logic the character goes through to figure out how it needs to pose the character based on what the game is doing, and then these are the output nodes that actually show up in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the ability tree is it's not all that crazy for this character, but you can see his default to the idle here, and if he shoots, it plays that animation once and then goes right back to it. This is all going to look really silly. You can do the damage. This is what happens when you drink your potions. This is when you're mining. See how it's like a loop. Yeah, so all the abilities are here. Go into mounted. This looks pretty simple until you actually get into stuff like idle.
Yep.
This is like all the gliding stuff. We have basically, or no, this is the gliding stuff. Pitch forward pose, pitch backward pose. And then all these things are blending it together, taking the right numbers and actually making sure that the right output is spit out of this little decider thing. So yeah, this is probably really boring. But anyway, just wanted to give you an idea of how complex these characters are. This is what, if you shoot while you're running, this thing will make your legs continue to move. See, the movement stuff is going down into here. And the upper animation stuff, so your gun's still gonna animate there, and it's
someone said it's deep. It's so deep.
Yeah, it's deep. And then all these yellow things are like little tags that go from the animation into the game. So like any VFX that's triggered by an animation or audio, like all the footsteps, they go through this pipe and go up here. Or sometimes they go through this, which selects whether to play these or these. It's fun. We deal with this. Maybe I deal with it more than you do sometimes.
Well.
Depends. But it depends on the character.
I just finished up the Dreadnought boss, and let me tell you, that was a handful.
We can open up that one.
Yeah, open that one.
Actually, we aren't really showing that one off.
Okay, we're not.
Yeah.
Wait, Spike Walker.
All right, we'll open up the
Spike Walker.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you guys, what is your least favorite part of the process and your most favorite part of the process?
I would say, no offense to this program, but probably this is the least favorite part of this process.
Because you're plugging things in?
Yeah, it's just very not technical. And aside from animation, I guess my favorite part of the process would be getting the rig set up to do what I like. I like to make things in the rig that actually make the animation easier later. So thinking about that from ahead of time.
Yeah.
Doing that, yeah.
For me, it's just like when it goes live, I like to sneak in on my little secret character and watch everybody enjoy the animations.
That is a lot of fun.
I think my worst nightmare is when you set all this up and you're ready to go and you're done your work, but there's one bug and you don't know what the hell it is, and it's usually Granny.
Yeah, it's usually this
like,
program. There's like a name. You can set names
could be
here.
An underscore or something.
Yeah, or here. Yeah, you have to make sure they're set the right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sub loops or something.
Yeah. So here's a good idea of like here's a loop. So you enter this charge prep. This is when he's going to do his little explosion. Yeah. And so it's neat. You can see this little thing moving around from node to node. It actually shows like what animation it's going to play, and then that's when it rolls in the hard mode. And it ends. There's let's see, there's a slam animation. That's one of my favorites.
And all those arrows kind of represent the blending, or if it were to stay in a cycle or not.
Right. The blue ones are ones that tell it when it's done with the animation to return back to the idle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're boring them all.
We're boring them. All right, let's get out of Granny.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah.
It's about 50-50.
People are like, we're learning, and others are like, this
what's
is
this? I want to play a game. We could play a game. Oh, I wanted to show off one other cool thing that we can do. This goes along with like the rigging stuff. I like to set up squash and stretch to happen a little automatically. So let's see. We'll just create like I don't know, cube. We like cubes at Trove.
We do.
We do cubes.
Oh, you build them like that?
I don't know how I build them. Sure, yes. I'm gonna name it cube.
It's funny because Ted and I both actually work differently. I never use a dope sheet. I'm full on with the graph editor.
I do use the graph editor a lot, but I
And
have to live up to my name somehow.
I use different. I use like weighted tangents. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
a little bit different.
Yeah, we can show that off too. Actually,
Okay.
that'd be kind of cool.
Show all the
So
things.
here I have the this cube, and I made its origin at the base because that's sort of where cubes usually hit the ground. And then I'm going to do a cool little thing for the scale here. Like you can change the scale, X, Y, Z scale just one at a time, or we can do this expression editor here, where you can you can set up little math rules. So I'm going to make the scale X and the scale Z value do what the scale Y value does, but the inverse square root of that. So give me a sec. Yeah, math. So like I take cube scale X equals 1 over the square root. Actually, I think let's just do it this way. Squirt of cube scale
Squirrel dance animation.
Y.
Oh man.
All right, and then I'll do the same thing. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Copy that, paste it, and change this to Z. So what this does is it takes any value I have on the Y. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, these are colons, not semicolons. Coding with animators. So what that did is it made these two values, I can't actually change them now, but it will change automatically when I change the Y value. And you see how it does a nice like squash.
It does it for you.
Yeah, this is the patented Trove squash.
It's really handy for footsteps.
We do this a lot on feet when they hit the ground, like just a little subtle bounce, or like the ball mount has a lot of this in it. I just like to add a little squash and stretch in everything we do. It's like a lot of fun, and that's a really quick way to get what you want with only changing one variable. Let's see. Let's show off some weighted tangents. I guess this might be a little
kind of on the. You're gonna hate me because there's 12 of them, but kind of along the lines of animation is there's kind of 12 different principles, and he just showed you guys basically squash and stretch, which is basically you're giving feel and volume and just believability to different items that you animate, like a bouncy ball.
You can tell it's heavy, like it gives it a weight.
And even a bowling ball sometimes will have a little bit of squash and stretch because you want to feel that weight, but it'll just be minimal. So that's like the one principle. The second one is anticipation. So let's say I want to poke Ted, right? But this is boring. So you kind of want to be like, ha! And this, sorry, that was really hard. Like, that gross anticipation just sells it, and you know it's coming. It's kind of like if a ball were about to bounce, but it had a life, it would kind of go, and kind of prepare for that.
And a lot of times, in animation, it'll be like a slight move backwards from where you're going to go, and then a move forwards.
Or it's like when you're jumping,
really
you really get down, and before you throw that weight up in the air. Third one, staging. That one's more for film. It would kind of be like
layout, how things are relative to each other.
You kind of want to bring the viewer's eye to a certain place. So how you stage something, how it all angles. You basically, like for an example, you have a character who is like I say, I'm talking to Ted. Good staging would be I'm talking like this. I am open. I am showing. Bad staging would be like this. Hey Ted, what's up?
Nothing much.
Yeah, that's bad. So that's staging.
That's usually when you have a camera you can pose to.
It's
so
a
in game it's a little
game.
you got to make it look right from every angle, and that's kind of hard to do.
We also have number 4, straight ahead and pose to pose. For example, if you have a walk cycle, maybe you want to do the one pose where you're about to put your foot down, and then your passing pose where it's kind of doing its pendulum swing with your leg. So you would kind of figure out the animation in between those, and that would be pose to pose. Or maybe you have something where you know you're just going to full on run, and you know how you're going to do it, and you set the keys with no planning.
Yeah, you just go go forward. Like
That's a
almost
dangerous
like
thing, though.
like a stop motion animator.
Yeah, stop
Because
motion.
you kind of can't go back once you do it.
Exactly.
Although you can in 3D.
Follow through and overlapping. This is the fun one. Follow through is more kind of like if I were running and then I stopped, but then my hair kept going. Or
Right.
this.
Or your cloth.
Like
yeah.
my eyeballs right now, that's follow through. Overlapping would be more if you were walking. Normally when you walk, your opposite leg and your arm will match.
Right.
But if you ever actually look at a walk, your arm is behind by 3 or 4 frames. So that it's kind of overlapping that action.
Yeah, your feet lead.
Slow in and out, that's kind of like easing in and out of like a pose. Example, if you're like a bowling ball, it's going to take a long time to kind of get momentum, and it probably will stop pretty suddenly because of the weight if it's falling. But you know, it's the difference between and hey,
Like
you know. So
nice settling animation.
Arc. A lot of people don't realize this, but everything in nature moves in an arc. So when you're walking, all your motion is originating from your hip, and everything else kind of swings in an arc from that. And if you keep that in mind, just in general when you're animating, it's makes everything just look good.
The
And it could be
arcs on
just a
these
turn
arms.
head. Yeah, tons of arcs. Those eyeballs.
Yeah, those
Oh
eyeballs
god, I
are
haven't
great.
seen that in forever.
You can take requests too if anyone wants
Yeah.
to see any other NPC or mount or monster or player character.
There's secondary action, which would be kind of like if I want to sell that I'm a really snooty character, my secondary action could be I'm sipping tea with my pinky up. So this is kind of selling the point, selling my charisma, so to speak. Timing, it's kind of the same as easing in and out. It's kind of selling the physical, I guess, motion, or whatever it is.
Yeah, timing is important in the longer animations for sure.
Exaggeration. What's that game that just came out that had the deadpan faces? Everybody was all up in arms about it.
Oh, Mass Effect?
Okay, so exaggeration. They could have used that because they were trying to be so serious and so just motion captured that it didn't really sell anything and it looked weird.
Yeah.
Sorry if anybody's into that.
Well, they had issues.
Solid drawing, that's more for a 2D animator. It's more understanding the volume you have to work with and selling it. And then appeal is the last one. That's basically the charisma. For example, if you wanted your heroine, for example, like a Disney character has big doughy eyes. It's selling that appeal, whereas a villain would probably have really angular features, and that would sell more his.
And we definitely think about that when we're designing characters, for sure.
I usually think of a little backstory or listen to music that's kind of related. But
Here we have Daughter of the Moon. Some of the geo is flickering because she actually has different costumes that she goes through in the fight. But in Maya, we have them all sort of separated out. So this is without her armor on. And yeah, she was a little complex because she's actually got different skirt controllers depending on which costume she's wearing and stuff. So it can get really pretty crazy on this. And you animate all these.
Yeah, I ate a lot
really
of Chipotle
beautifully.
burritos that week.
You did. This is a lot of work on this character. She also has 3 phases, so that's like 3 whole different things too. Yeah.
Does she even run?
She does. She'll run. If you, I mean, I don't know if people see that an awful lot because they like to get her not running when they fight her. But I was thinking, like, let's see if we have any can show off weighted tangents.
I would do work in weighted
Actually,
tangents.
do you know which part of this character would be more? And maybe not on the run. That's the thing. Is like run is a little more.
How about that
well, we can just demo it.
Those
with
are
this.
weighted.
Yeah, these are weighted. So similar to sort of the ease in and ease out stuff she was talking about. That's what this is doing basically. It's you can see the graph. It's moving along this space, but the fatter this gets, the more it's going to like take time to settle into place.
So what he just suggested, it looks like it's moving into that position really fast.
Really
and then
fast,
it's like,
yeah.
And then going really fast.
Yeah, exactly. So if this is like the up and down, just going to like just...
That's going to be funny.
This is going to be weird. Yeah, she
looks janky.
It's like labored running. Or if I turn that off, you can see she's like a lot more.
Yeah. And then if she were heavier, you would do the opposite.
Right, you do them down here.
Yeah, because she would take more time kind of in that down position to get back up. Although that just looks funny. She looks like a bunny.
Real-time animation.
Woo!
Let's make these like you.
Oh, this is gonna be silly. It's like she's hitting a ceiling.
Yeah. So anyway, we do this all day. No. Let's see. Someone said they wanted to see carpets. Oh, is that the carpet giveaway?
Yeah, I think people want giveaways.
They want giveaways.
Hey, this is an animation stream, man.
We should do the fan art. We should stop looking at our art and look at all the other people's art.
And then while we're looking at art, maybe Cole can roll some carpets.
Or after, because he's doing this. Yeah,
I
Oh,
he's
yeah.
on first.
Do 2 things.
Can you not do everything, Cole?
And I'll look at chat and see if anyone's requesting other stuff or asking
Yeah.
other animation-y questions.
How much of your day is making sound effects to your animations?
Like with my mouth or in my head, because like
Or I mean,
all the
both.
time in my head. But yeah.
Because you were just going do 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 do.
Do,
Oh.
Pretty much
do, do,
anytime
do.
you were adjusting something,
yeah.
you were making
Like,
a sound.
I do
effect.
that when I'm driving and I see someone with a funny walk. I'm like, do 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 do
I do that
do
too.
do do do.
Walks are the best. As an animator, it's really fun to watch people walk.
I do more the music. Like when the Tomb Raider came out, I'm like, what kind of dance would he have? And I found like the gothic like
Oh yeah, let's
rave
call that one up.
song,
Nice.
and I was so excited about that I made a video for that.
And that was going to be my other question: is how much research do you guys do? Because you must be watching YouTube videos, and
Yeah.
if you need to.
Yeah.
Animate a parrot,
I forgot
for
you
instance.
actually put light
Oh, yeah.
sticks in his hand. It's the animation.
Yeah, I put light sticks, man.
This is
slow
based
version.
on some reference, though. We found some great goth dancing, but you kind of just have to figure out how it loops. So
Yeah.
that's something you bring to it for sure.
And all his pets dance with him.
The floppy. There's some secondary animation right there.
Yeah.
Or follow through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy. All right. Fan art.
Farts, farts, farts.
Fart time.
Woo! You have to read them out, Cole.
This is Addiction.
Addiction.
Oh, cute.
There's definitely
Shadow Hunter.
gonna be a
The
lot of
heart
Shadow
bow.
Hunter themed because they're having a contest.
Oh. I thought that was
Some of this is a little bit from last week.
right. Yeah. I don't think you did art last week, or
I wasn't here.
we
You
did
were.
the Xbox stream. That's right. So no, we didn't do fan art last week. So this is 2 weeks worth.
I was watching from afar.
I like the focus.
Me too.
Soft focus or the depth of field there. Yeah.
Anagamon.
I know Garmin.
Great.
But
Yeah, I love those wings too.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite wings in the game, the shadow ones.
I like the little elemental wispy effects
Yeah,
on the bottom
that's
right.
cute. Yeah.
I like the it's
Yep.
the stage has really been set. I know where this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don. Shadow Hunter. Soul Hunter.
That's great. I like the haircut too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the spooky ghosts.
Spooky ghost.
Yeah, I do too. It's kind of Tomb Raider-y.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Someone put it in chat.
Someone linked the GIF.
Someone
That's
did
right.
Steve do
the
that?
GIF. Sorry. Maybe.
Oh, it was.
Yes, it was.
You gotta hear it the music though.
Yeah.
The music's the best.
Oh, this is neat. This one is like the story of the day the tower fell.
Yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Skylar Virus, right? Yeah, I see your
This
signature.
is Event
Yeah, but-
Evil Magician.
Oh
Evil
my gosh, I'm so
Magician.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ilva.
I just see the end. It kind of look like a sky.
It's like cropped.
Oh, okay.
Evil Magician.
Evil Magician.
Good stuff. And who else? Who was that? Sorry.
Oh, and Ilva.
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 Okay.
Awesome.
This is Heinrich von Rottenberg.
Oh, cute! It's a Ganda.
It's a total Gonda.
Ganda hatching.
That's super cute.
That is really cute. Oh wow, I like the depth of field in that one too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like this one has a machine gun and a bow.
That is amazing.
Lucky Luke.
That is great.
I think I remember reading in the comment for this was, this is how I feel on a Shadow Hunter. Just like rapid fire.
Yep.
So I think I just got a kick out of that.
Gatling gun,
I
shadow
like how
hunter.
teensy the little hands are.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Trove. We don't have arms, so it can kind of
Yeah.
get a little confusing where things are going. But that's great. Ah.
I like the style.
Yeah.
Mal
Shadow
5
Hunters.
head.
I love it.
Or mouse equals head.
Wink.
It's a little dragon ally in the bottom. I think it is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Peeking up there. That's
Shadow
cute.
Hunter.
Guys.
Another Shadow Hunter.
Monk Dewey. Dewey. Monk Dewey.
Monk do you?
I like the eyes on that one.
Mm-hmm. They're like
Very determined.
Mm-hmm.
it's like Wind Waker eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good
Is that
stuff.
what it is? I know it looks familiar.
Yeah, I think so.
I
That's
like the
good.
simplicity.
Mr. Whoever.
Mr. Whoever.
That's cute.
I
Wow.
like it.
Nice shading.
Got some nice cloth texture.
Maybe, yeah.
Good Starfield.
This
Whoa.
is Nerve Ash.
Navash.
Nice.
I like the ding on the
Yeah.
eyeball.
You
Like
can
I
kind
see
of
you.
just make out the face there
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of creepy.
That's great.
You think it's
Shadow
creepy? I'm like, it's
Hunter.
creepy.
Pasties.
Aw, this sad little dream bro.
The nightlife is the right life.
Wimpy little sword.
Kind of sums it up, but I mean, no.
Sad Dream Bro is great.
Sad dream bro.
He's all round too.
Sappy.
Sorry.
It's like
Cool.
Shadow Hunter.
He's wearing Adidas?
Mm.
I can't tell.
Yeah, maybe.
Awesome. He's
I re-
hip.
I really
Yeah.
like Sappy's signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sassy.
Yeah, it's like
That'd
calligraphy.
There we go. There's Sky the Virus.
Sky of Eye.
That's the Ganda running through the sky.
Yeah.
Ganda? Do we say Ganda or Ganda?
I say Gonda.
Ganda. Okay.
I love the Gonda. As you can
Ganda's
tell.
great.
Yeah, Gonda shirt.
I don't have my
Oh
Ganda
yeah,
shirt on.
slacker.
I know. Oh,
Sky of Eye.
Sky
yeah.
the Bye. I actually forgot the name of this one. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, I forget the name too.
Dalasion.
There we go. I wrote it
Ah.
because I forgot it. I knew I was going to forget the last one.
Yeah, I like that man a lot in the game.
Too.
The nice
I'm behind on my
transparencies.
dragons, I think.
Yeah, I just got a few that I'm pretty happy about.
Shoda Hunter.
That's great.
Uziel.
Nice.
I kind of like the grunge look.
Yeah. It's like mixed media or something.
Is he trying to like load his bow, but
Yeah.
he can't? He's like,
You're,
I
like,
can't.
fighting the background.
It's like,
The character reminds me of like one of the characters that would be in the Flash animations from like E-Bomb's world,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
like way back in the day.
cool.
Oh,
Yuba.
nice.
Did I put is it elemental razor? Or...
Earth Razor's Goliath.
There we go. Yeah,
I like that.
it was cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's back at the
that was
beginning.
it.
Cool.
Nice.
You
Oh,
forgot.
no, this is a tough one.
Forgot Art Hubesley. I kind of
Oh,
like that one because
shit.
it's new.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too.
There we go. Swear word not heard.
That's two.
I know.
It's two today.
Two.
We're doing good.
I've been so good up until now.
Good job.
GG.
Yeah, I like that Cubesley. Yeah, I figured we'd go in Trove and throw some pinatas.
Okay.
Because
And
you
then
guys
we'll do some.
probably Maya out. Someone was asking, that was Maya we were showing
It
off
is
earlier.
Maya.
Earlier. Everybody.
Honestly, though, you can do the same thing in most programs.
Yeah.
Like I know what Blender's free.
Blender,
That's-
3D Studio Max, some people use. I know Blizzard uses all 3D Studios
So
too.
I'm done with this. I'm done with 3D Max.
Yeah, I did that in school. I'm
You know,
fine.
I'm good
Yeah.
with that. I actually used Hash Animation Master
Oh, yeah.
98. There was no such thing as FK, IK. If you guys want to know what IK is, it's basically the control that makes you plant your foot, and when you move the body, it would always stay planted.
Sure, yeah.
And if you don't have that, every time you move the body, you have to counter animate the legs every single frame.
Tomb Raider's a bad example because it doesn't have feet. But like Pirate would be a good one.
Yeah.
I showed it off a little on the shoulders. We have IK by default. It's on hands. Does this guy have cuffs? Yeah, he does. So see how like this is moving multiple bones here, and moving accordingly. You know, and that's inverse kinematics happening. The feet stuff as well. So this will properly bend the leg. It's a really tiny leg on the pirate, but he's got cute little legs.
But then if you move the hips around,
yeah, I'll do
all
that
your
too.
limbs will stay.
Oh,
Oh, not hips. Oh, hips. I guess
Yeah.
I meant root.
So this is all inverse kinematics, and it's really, really helpful.
Mhm.
And without this, and you want to do this hip thing, then you have to counter animate this box every frame so that the foot
Yeah,
appears
'cause
to
it would all
stay
follow,
still.
like
And
a
that's what you're
chain.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when we were fresh out of school, we didn't have these fancy tools sometimes.
Actually, you know Toy Story had no IK?
Yeah, I do know that. I
Mhm.
do. That's amazing when you
That
watch
to me is
somebody- yeah.
amazing.
That's just like they went every
I think
frame
I'd probably
and
quit after
made
that.
it match. Yeah. Crazy. Now let's go back into Trove.
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 Oh, sure. Council of the Fallen. Let's do that. I have a little party near me there. Sorry, guys. Just ditched you.
All right, 10 carpets, Cole.
All right, let's
carpets.
let's start doing giveaways. Hey, look at this dancing frog here. Hi, guy.
Carpets.
Carpets.
Carpet. Oh yeah, we've been here before. We've been here before.
Once you know what you're going to make, how long does it take to do? Oh, I missed it. Somebody asked how long it takes.
Depends, right? So most creatures, if it's a new creature, we're gonna probably take a half a week to a whole week from once we get the geo to rig it and animate it.
Mm-hmm.
And player characters take
A lot
upwards of a
time.
month or more because they're just a lot of animations, a lot of going back and forth with gameplay engineers and designers who are hooking up the abilities and making sure they all look right. So yeah, anywhere from a half a week to a month.
Yeah. With the player stuff, Ted and I usually, I'll start at the top of the
Yeah.
list, and he'll start at the bottom, and we'll just meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's kind
There's
of
just so many files. We usually create all the files first, and so we know we have a
Yeah.
list of all the ones we're going to need, and then we
We
go
put in
and actually
placeholders.
animate them. Yeah, we placeholder all of them. Is what I mean. Yeah. Keep getting teleported back because everyone's trying to join this world. Let's let
They're
everyone.
so popular, man.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, I see why you said that.
Cool.
I like what they've done to this place. Got like
Shall we
holes in
read the
floor now.
winners?
Yeah. All right. So
Right.
these are Trove carpets. We're gonna read off
Carpets?
10 winners.
I say Cole goes first.
Ben Fa.
Is that the first one?
That's not the first one.
Oh.
All right. So Ben Farr was the first one, and now XSX Painkiller XXSX.
Book a Nurk.
Bam. 385.
Goblin Silva.
I really want that to be just goblin saliva.
Goblin Saliva.
He's goblin
It
saliva
does look
now.
like that.
Sounds rash-inducing. Wheatley 207.
Ribbert.
Trove _ Mr. Mush.
Sky the Virus.
And Miss Merrill.
Mary. Mari? Marl.
Miles? Mario?
Miss Mari 15.
Unless
Or
that's an L and an S.
Miss Marls.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if they're trying to be leet. Congrats, you guys.
Yeah, congrats, everybody.
You guys want carpets?
Check
Come on,
your
carpets.
Twitch inboxes. And if they don't show up in the inbox, make sure you check the other tab because sometimes stuff goes into other. So now I will throw a die. What?
I didn't mean to.
You scared yourself there.
I did. Okay.
All right, so we're doing chaos coins. It's always 4 plus whatever this number is. It was behind me.
Oh, 4 plus
4 plus 3. All right, 7
7
chaos coins
chaos
today.
Seven.
7.
We'll draw those right now.
What is?
Good luck.
Good. luck.
It said cheater.
Cheater!
Doesn't really read. What is this one?
Take a hike.
Take a hike. Dun, 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 dun.
So they're in the middle of a redesign, they say. So we'll come back and visit this.
It kind of looks like my Club World when
When
I
you throw
try
a bomb by
when
mistake.
I deconstruct something and I'm like, why is it not deconstructing? And then I look past my UI window. I'm like, oh, look, half my club is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which,
XD Jack Rose won a chaos coin.
I would really like to lock cornerstones in the future, very near future.
Lock cornerstones?
So we don't bomb them, so you have an ability to.
I thought we had that. We don't have that? Is
No,
it a
we have
slash
ability to
command?
change.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, we were talking about that for yeah, okay.
I made a.
We got to get that
I
on
made
the
a
list and
request.
happening,
It's on
'cause
the
that
list
is-
somewhere.
yeah, that's
Anyway, sorry. So X, what you said? X Jack Rose,
Jack Rose has been informed.
right? A Sirius 26.
Queen _ Pikachu.
Queen Unboxed 28.
NazCad 12.
Dirty Dom _ 25.
And Zetlast.
Congrats, you guys.
Congrats. Whoa, lagged under the ground on that one.
Pro.
Pro. Look at these nice horse statues here. It's pretty cute. Wait. I'm lagging because everyone's joining this world.
Trying to read chat, but it's going so fast.
Chaos coin, chaos coin. Yeah, those are all chaos
We did
coins.
Chaos Coins already.
We will do Dealer's Choice Dragons now.
Sure. How many should we do?
I don't know, 10? Is that
Really?
sure?
Well, it's too late now because you said
Because
enough.
I said 10. I know
Yeah.
I can't back down.
It's
This
kinda-
world's pretty great.
Was it a live stream like a year ago? Andrew said, "Hey, spawn 50," and you spawned 500 or something.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. I'm always trying to break the game here.
Oh, that's the best. The best part about it,
It's
though.
the best. This club is so international. All these flags.
And it's still Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas everywhere.
Christmas in July. Hey, it's July.
It is July.
That is a
Whoop.
thing, right?
Oh,
Oh,
have I
I
been
saw
under here the
lava.
whole time? Yeah. Trying to throw pinatas. Come on. Yeah, some of them are getting out. Sorry about the lag, guys. Just crashed this club and gave it a ton of lag.
Dev powers. We ready?
Yep.
Alright.
All right.
Dealer's Choice Dragons.
Dragons.
Ellipses 321.
Lollipop Slicks.
NKM Alexis.
Felix De Freak 1337.
Mr. Emile Boy.
Ojotama Lavada.
Beck 7992.
I want to eat cheese.
I wanted that one. All right, sorry. That's not the name.
You can eat cheese too.
Kira Sam Tipafot.
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats, you guys.
You'll get some dragons of some form. I'm not sure.
I know that.
Oh, there's lava down here.
The cheese
These
eater
guys are
one
sneaky.
before, because every time I see that, I want to say that name.
Got a lava pit under here.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
there's spikes too under the lava.
Yeah, super secret. No one fall through.
Being in this club means you accept the rules.
Crap! What are the rules?
I
I don't know what the rules are.
Have fun.
I don't accept that. All right, let's go back to the hub here.
This is a serious club world only.
Only rules only. Oh, wow.
We are on PC today.
Yeah,
last
PC
week
today.
Last week we were on Xbox.
Yeah, we'll probably go back to that next week. We were celebrating the megalithic patch.
Mm-hmm.
Still are celebrating it. I hope everyone's enjoying that stuff. Primordial dragon there.
One of these days I want to add more emotes.
What would you add
What was-
first?
Murph was talking about the one oh sorry. Well, somebody was talking about the one that's like that. What
Oh
is
yeah,
that?
dabbing.
Oh, that's a dab. Yeah.
It's a I didn't even know what that was.
Is that
I
what you
had to
kids
Google
call
it.
Dabbing.
Dabbing.
Nice.
So I'm like, that'd be cool. We
Yeah.
could do that.
We could do a
We
dab.
could do a dab.
I hear that's popular.
Yeah.
It's tough with no arms though for these guys.
Yeah,
Well,
but you can get the head
Yeah.
going.
you could do the head. I mean, we have a shrug. It was more sold in the shoulders anyway.
Yeah. Dab with the shoulders.
Hey, you're like one with the butterfly.
This is CBEP's
The licky
club.
tongue.
We've been here before too, but I love it.
Which one is this?
CBEP, I think.
CBEP.
CBP. I'm not sure what it stands for.
Dang.
They've done some good stuff.
Yeah, a dab's a little bit late to the party.
Yeah. We did fidget spinners too. Sorry guys, we're kind of just late.
We did?
No. We were talking about making a
What?
fidget spinner ally. That's right, but I don't know if we're gonna
Oh
do
man.
Salt Bay would be good.
that. Yeah.
That's even harder with no arms though.
What's
It is.
that?
That's the dude who
Who
has
holds
salt in
it?
his hand and it goes off his
Oh
arm.
my gosh, I am
Salt
such an
Bay.
old person. I don't even know what.
I'm older than you, and I know Salt Bay. Did I do an announcement?
That just
here?
means we're on the internet more than you are.
That's probably it. You're out there playing Atlas Reactor when we're looking up all the memes.
Hey, no, it is true. I play all the games.
Woo.
I'm trying to think if there's any new memes I've learned.
You know any jokes?
No.
Why did the bicycle fall down?
Why?
It was too tired.
Oh my god.
Nice. That's
I
amazing.
thought you were gonna say.
It works on 2 levels.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
it
say
really
you couldn't
does.
take a
It's really
stand or
good.
something because of a kickstand.
No.
Wow, that's really good.
It's great. It's one of my favorite new ones. There's an oldie but goodie that I remembered. Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
I feel like I know this, but
You do know this one. It's because he was outstanding in his field.
yes. Okay. I saw the picture that says, "Hey, it's in my jeans," because he's.
That's a good punchline.
It is.
Oh
Welcome
boy.
to Not a Serious Stream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I know.
These hacks.
I keep getting hacked. All these hacksaws here. I'm feeding this plant. Oh, it went away.
Ripperoni.
Here's some Dracolite bombs I can place near. Maybe. Well, at least they're getting thrown. At least people are hitting them. My job here is done.
Shadow Gonda's gonna be a surprise, you guys. This one hasn't data mined.
It's going to be a surprise. It doesn't exist.
And if you've seen it before, I guarantee it's different now.
Special.
All
right.
I have a super secret message from Fasty. He
Uh-oh.
wants you to read.
I can't read it. It's
Can't
too
read it
far.
when it's like that.
Oh,
Is this... I can look at my phone.
it's not super secret at all. Though.
You gotta like alt tab over it or something. Sky.
There you go. Can you see that? That minuscule type.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sunfest is coming on Tuesday to every version of Trove.
Sunfest.
Did John talk about that last week?
I don't think so. We were too busy talking about like everything else. But yeah, we have some events wrapping up to the next big patch here, and Sunfest might be the start of them.
Someone else was asking what programming language do you use? C++, right? For
Visual, yeah, I know they use
Studio.
Visual Studio, which I think is
Uh,
C. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's C++.
I think it's C++.
And then in Maya, we dabble in Mel, but not really.
Mel scripting, and we also have
The bare minimum.
some YAML stuff. I'm not
Oh,
actually
yeah,
sure.
does that count?
That's just like in whatever language we have the game. At.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that doesn't count. Never mind.
Doesn't count.
Never mind.
It's a whole bunch of weird languages.
That we are unfamiliar with.
I know some of them. I know how to put a Skype message into Visual Studio and fork my build.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. I always do that. I'm just typing something in the wrong window, and then
Yeah, and you're like, why is it?
Trove doesn't work anymore.
Why is Trove not working?
Oops.
Because I was asking about burgers in Visual Studio.
Buggers.
Buggers.
Boogers. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do Voxel Busters. Throw
Maybe.
some pinatas in there, and then it's probably a good time to call it.
Whatever.
Whatever, you know.
Nuxus, I haven't seen your new map yet. I've been kind of busy, but today I'm going to kind of go through and look at some new stuff. It might be a while till I pull again, though.
Well, they moved their spawn point out to this little pirate island. That's cool. It's very concise. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new...
Yeah, it's just
The new
I
little
like
area?
it. Yeah, it's a change up. It's maybe the summer themed
Yeah.
hub for them.
If you look
If I
behind
could
you,
just
they
make
made
it
a
off this
VB
boat.
sale. There you go.
Ah, that's
Bam.
cool. That's their logo. Yay! Whee! Everyone's yeah,
Everyone's flying.
I know. Meow. I do make a lot of sound effects, don't I?
Someone is asking what Sunfest is. I don't have the exact details, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's probably online. You can check it out somewhere. If not, we'll be talking about that next week's stream because it'll be going on.
And hello, Eno.
Hello, Eno. Is
Do-do-do.
that your phone?
No.
Is it? No. My phone
But
is...
it was a phone-like
Some-
sound, so I was like, phone, my little...
Something? Yeah, exactly.
We
Lizard brain.
already did the giveaways.
We did the giveaways for this
guys.
week. Sorry. Come back next week.
Sorry.
12:30 Pacific.
I'm looking. I see. Can you answer me? But is that a question? Is that what I'm answering?
Can answer
I'm
me?
trying to scroll back here.
Maybe they're asking someone else.
Okay. Sorry, the chat's moving very quickly.
Hey, Grumpet Tug is here.
What?
And someone's saying hello to him.
Oh snap!
Hi, Grumpet Tug.
If you're there. His in-game name is Dope Sheet. One word.
One word.
Portrait.
Yeah.
Bit-a-bit-a.
Doop-de-doo.
Eh. Hey, Grump and Tug and Junebug.
Yeah, I'm watching. Always watching.
Always watching. Anyway, I think we're good
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked the little animation stuff that we were working on.
Yeah.
If you like streams that are like that and not necessarily game focused, let us know and we'll try to plan maybe one on VFX or maybe
Yeah.
even get Giannis, the audio guy, in here to
Ooh,
show
that'd
some
be
stuff
good.
off.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll get an engineer to show off some code for us. That'd actually be pretty cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
It
I think that'd be cool.
would be cool. Maybe I'd learn.
Yeah,
something.
so let us know and
Yeah.
we'll plan accordingly.
Cool. Happy Friday, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
It's pizza time.
Bye. Does sound good.
Pizza time?
Pizza time.